get this opening music up here. Let's see what we've got. And hold on. And why is it not playing? There we go. Waiting for YouTube. You like that?
I love it.
Come on, YouTube. You can do it. YouTube is, oh, there we go. Okay, let's get this party started.
You're recording, right?
Yep, we're recording. Look at her go. It's Bonnie and Sherry back again. Yay! She's so busy. She's writing TV scripts. You're interested? Contact me and I'll put you in touch with her. Oh, it's go time. Hello LinkedIn. Hello Facebook. Hello YouTube. I think we're going to give the thank you. Oh, thank you to my Suno band. They are so wonderful. Sherry M., welcome back. How are you?
I'm doing great, Bonnie. Next time we have to have a picture of the band, like they do on the Tonight Show.
I'll see what I can do. Speak a little closer into your microphone. I want to get your voice a little bit more. Sherry, it's time for you to have your 2 sentences to tell everybody who you are and what you do, what you're doing right now. Go ahead and promote yourself.
Oh, hey, I'm a writer. I've written for corporations, but now I am also writing for myself. I'm writing screenplays and TV pilots.
And what's the name of your first TV pilot? I saw it the other day. What's it called?
It's called Inconvenience, 2 words.
And what's it about?
It's about a young girl who is trying to make her dreams come true. She's married. She's a lesbian, married with a child, wants to be a rock star, has a band, performs at night, and to pay all her bills, she works in a convenience store.
Very, very cool. I wish you success with it. And rumor has it the character's name is Tay Thomas. Is that correct?
Tay Thomas is my character, yes.
Very, very interesting. I saw the post and I was very impressed. I wish you all the best. Anybody wants to help produce Sherry's show?
Anyone in TV, any contacts, reach out to me.
Yeah,
comedy. It's a 30-minute comedy series.
Where can people find you? What's your email?
SherryAnnMeyer@gmail.com.
Or BonnieRadio@gmail, and I'll send it to Sherry. Whichever one you can remember faster. Let's get started here. So, pop the confetti, light the candles fast, but not near the computer. It's happy birthday to you, and we hope it's a blast. Bonnie D on her scarlet mic and co-host Sherry M. too, dishing celebration gold with a fun point of view. From icons on the screen, that's called celebrities, to social stars who soar, they have to have at least 1.5 million either views, subscribers, fans, followers, or views. Yes, everything here. We'll share what they're known for and some of their pre-fame lore. Wacky holidays you never knew till today, plus music milestones and events are headed right your way. We've got candles and sparklers. Mine are in the other room. Yours too, Sherry?
Yes.
Got to be careful. And the kids are there, I know, so be careful. Frosting on the cake, a delicious recipe only Sherry and I could bake. Yes, so buckle up, darlings. A fun show's in store. HB2U is lighting up. Is it already really? September 22nd with glam, with bam, and with more. So I'll get us started. Let's start with the events in music history. 1948, when Peggy Lee's song, Mañana, 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 soon enough for me. I got that wrong. It went to #1 in the U.S. Sherry, you're next.
I didn't know that was her song. Ricky Nelson in 1961 recorded Travelin' Man.
I'm a traveling man, making all the stops all over the world, something like that. I was almost on key on that. 1965, the Beatles. What? Already? They landed their 7th #1 hit in the U.S. with 8 days a week. Da, 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 da. Remember that?
Yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah. What, my singing or the song?
No, that in 1965, that was their 7th #1 hit.
I know. I didn't think they were around till the 70s. Maybe I got the date wrong. You know what?
No, it was definitely in the 60s, but I think they were probably more popular.
You know what? You're right. You're right. Okay.
Germany. Yeah. In 76, the Eagles released their greatest hits from 71 to 75, and it was #1 on the Billboard album chart.
Congratulations to the Eagles. I have so many memories of the Eagles songs. 1976, the same day, the same year, the Four Seasons song, December 1963. Oh, what a night. Hit #1. It was the only act to chart #1 hits before, during, or after the Beatles. Thank goodness for the Four Seasons. Do you remember their songs?
Yes, Sherry is one of their Most, I like to
Sherry,
claim.
Sherry baby,
Yeah,
Sherry. Or I'll stop now. Yes, on in 1987. Bob, see, this
87,
is
Bob
you. You go.
Seger.
Yeah, what
He
happened?
received a star on the Hollywood Walk of Fame. He did some recording in Los Angeles, which inspired his song Hollywood Nights.
There you go. And we have a very serious person here. In 2004,
Yeah.
Luciano Pavarotti made his 379th and last performance at the Metropolitan Opera in New York City. He sang the role of the painter Mario Cavaradossi in Giacomo Puccini's Tosca, very famous opera, receiving a 12-minute standing ovation. Can you imagine 379th performance?
Yeah, that's crazy.
Wow. Did you ever go to the Met, to the
No,
Metropolitan?
I did not. I've always wanted to, though. I'll put that on my bucket list.
I think I was there once, many, many. We'll leave that one alone. Okay, who have you got?
2006, Black Sabbath, Blondie, Leonard Skinner, Miles Davis, and the Sex Pistols were all inducted into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. Now, this is interesting. The Pistols didn't go, and they turned down the induction.
And we
Buggers.
probably don't know why, but we can find out, right? Must have been some disagreement with some policy or some
Yeah,
politics at the time,
yeah,
something. 2006, that was almost 20 years ago.
I
Wow.
know.
And the following year, the now late Amy Winehouse's second album, Back to Black. I was such a fan of her music, Sherry. I played it on a CD on the car all
Oh,
the time. Back to Black was released in the US. It's number 7 on the Billboard chart the next week. And then it went to number 2. So it entered at 7, went to 2. She won 5 Grammys for the album in 2008, including Record of the Year and Song of the Year for her song Rehab. I don't want to go to
go to
rehab. Remember that?
rehab.
Oh, I wore out that
Ironic.
CD. Isn't it? Isn't it? Okay, let's go with birthdays. We've got another one from the opera. This must be a very important day. Andrea Bocelli is 67 today, still handsome.
He
Italian
is.
opera tenor. First became famous in 1994 after he won as a newcomer on the San Remo Music Festival. I assume that was California. Since then, he has recorded 15 solo studio albums of pop and classical music, 3 greatest hits albums, 9 complete operas, and he has sold a mere 90 plus million records worldwide. 90 million.
Just
His
a
nine,
few.
just a few, just a dabble. His 1997 album Romanza is the best-selling album by an Italian artist in history, and his 1999 album Sogno, that's Sogno, was an international hit. He's recorded operas, arias, Neapolitan songs, and he did a duet with Celine Dion on the song The
Mhm.
Prayer for the animated film The Quest for Camelot. They both won a Golden Globe. And a little bit more, his song Contre Partiro, a duet with the wonderful Sarah Brightman, for his second album, self-titled Bocelli, is one of the best-selling singles of all the time. In 1998, he was one of People magazine's 50 most beautiful people. I told you he was good looking. I
He
think they
is.
meant more than just looks. And
His sons
this
are as well. Yeah.
okay, I got to go look him up. Pre-fame, Andrea Bocelli grew up on a farm selling farm equipment and making wine. He started playing the piano at 6. Let your children go near the piano early, Sherry, your grandchildren. And he became blind at 12 from a football accident. Famous, very, very talented. Happy birthday, Mr. Bocelli, 67. Sherry?
Also 67, interesting, is Joan Jett. Joan Marie Larkin. She's an American singer and rock icon, in case you don't know, songwriter, guitarist, businesswoman, and an actress. She's often called the godmother of punk. What's interesting is that Joan founded the Runaways, which there was recently a movie in the last couple of years
Hmm.
about the Runaways. And so she's really well known for the Runaways from 75 to 79. And they released 4 albums and they had a lot of fame. But after their dissolution, she couldn't really get traction. Her solo debut album was rejected by several record labels.
Hmm.
Idiots. But then she formed her own independent label
Of course
called
she
Black
did.
Heart Records with producer Kenny Laguna. And then her self titled album was later reissued as, which most people would know it as, Bad Reputation. And that became her first entry into Billboard 200. Following that success, Jett founded her backing band named Joan Jett and the Blackhearts.
There you
Blackhearts are
go.
lucky for her. And their 1981 album, I Love Rock and Roll, everyone knows that song, peaked at number 2 on the Billboard 200.
Mm-hmm.
Its lead single, I Love Rock and Roll, topped the Billboard Hot 100 for 7 weeks and is often featured in the greatest songs of all time. And it was later inducted into the Grammy Hall of Fame. But very interesting. I mean, I feel like Joan Jett shouldn't have had such a hard time.
She shouldn't have. There you go. For the people who turned her down, your
She didn't
loss.
play by their rules, I
Your
don't think.
lot. Well, she was a female. And look at the
Yeah,
time she started when in the mid 70s, 75, 79. So
yeah.
maybe it was just the timing wasn't right, but she ended up being a star anyway. I have somebody, sort of a namesake, Bonnie Hunt, the actress and comedian who starred in the TV series Life with Bonnie, not me, her, from 2002 to 2004. And she had roles in the films Rain Man, Jumanji, Jerry Maguire, The Green Mile, and Cheaper by the Dozen. She also voiced the character Sally in the 2006 animated film Cars, and she played Bonnie Hops, Hopps, sounds like a rabbit, in the 2016 film Zootopia. And I will tell you, Sherry, and I don't know if anybody else is listening, but many, many years ago, when I took the website domain bonnietv.com, somebody contacted me and wanted to buy it from me. They didn't offer me a lot of money. I didn't sell it. I didn't do much with it. I still have something there, Bonnie TV. Go take a look. It's very pretty. I designed a beautiful
Okay.
website, but I had a feeling it might have been somebody trying to get it for Bonnie Hunt. Just a guess, because there weren't too many people in the media with my first name at that point in time. So anyway, there you go. You've got the next one. Who we got, Sherry?
This one, Scott Baio, I cannot believe he's age 65
I
today
know.
because he looks forever young. He's the actor who played Chachi Arcola on the television show Happy Days and Joni Loves Chachi. And he played Charles on the television show Charles in Charge and David Hobbs on the Nick at Night series called See Dad Run.
Scott
Cute guy.
Baio. I saw a picture of him. He doesn't look anything like he did when he was Chachi, but then years take their toll. Also today, age 60 is Dan Bucatinsky. You may not know him, but I remember him from his role on Scandal, but I'll give you a little more. Actor, writer, film producer who began writing for the TV series Web Therapy. Maybe you need to write for them, Sherry. In
Yeah.
2008, he plays Billy Stanton on HBO's The Comeback, and this is where I know him from, James Novak on the ABC series Scandal. I think he was a reporter, and he met his
Okay,
met
yes.
his fate on a rainy street in Washington, D.C. near the White House. I remember that. He's also appeared in Curb Your Enthusiasm, the TV shows Weeds, Friends, Frasier, and Will and Grace. Happy birthday, Dan Bucatinsky. Yes.
Now we're really getting young here now. Katie Lowe's, she's 43 today. She's the actress, and I love her, who played Quint Perkins in the ABC, again, Scandal, in
Yes.
Scandal. She's also appeared in Grey's Anatomy, The Closer, and Royal Pains, and she's also a voice actress in films. She's been in Frozen, Big Hero 6, and Zootopia.
And when I saw that, I realized Dan Bukatinsky and Katie
Was
Lowe's could
awesome.
be
Yeah.
brother and sister from different mothers and fathers because they were both born in this day, but she's 17 years younger. Hard to believe she's that young. She was quite an interesting character, Quinn Perkins.
Yeah.
They brought her in, and the question was her story Scandal was quite something. I wish they'd make something similar to that because I loved it. And one more, we have an actress named Billie Piper, Billie. She played Rose Tyler, a traveling companion to the Ninth Doctor on BBC's Doctor Who, and she played Hannah Baxter in Secret Diary of a Call Girl. And I think if we can do this, we need some applause here. Let's see if we can get applause. Try. Oh, thank goodness. The sound effects don't always want to go where I tell them to. There we go. Yay. Happy birthday to all of you. And we've got some social media star birthdays. I'll click it off here. YouTube, we have a young lady, age 35, that's young Sherry, named Jen Im, I-M, or I'm. She only has 3.2 million subscribers plus. She's a Korean American video blogger who posts style musings. Oh, I'm thinking about style. I think I'll muse. And tutorials. I'll tell you how I muse and lifestyle advice on her channel, which is called Clothes Encounter.
I
It's a
like that name. I
Isn't
like
that cool? It's a
yeah.
parody on Close Encounters. She also started a book club called the Curl Up Club. I think she's really cool. We'll have to look her up. You've got the next one.
You know what I want to know before I go on to my next one?
What?
I want to know who the oldest social media star is like this with this many subscribers.
There's a couple in their late 90s, and I've done them.
Really?
Yeah, the one is called
Okay.
Grandpa Jack, and he's on with his grandson, and he's got over 1 million followers. And there's a grandma in her late 80s as well. So I'll
Awesome.
I'll look them up. Yes, they do exist.
Okay, on TikTok, we have Monique Saunders. She's age 34, 2.1 million plus followers, and 46 million plus likes. And I did look up her site. She posts sketch comedy, and family related content across many platforms.
Happy birthday, Monique. And then on Insta, we have Lazar Angelov or Angelov, depending on how you want to say it. He's 41, all grown up, 6 million plus followers. He's a bodybuilder and a personal trainer who started competing in 2006. That's a long time ago. Sherry, that's almost 20 years ago. So he was about 20, 22. He always won at least a bronze when he competed. That's noteworthy. He's a
Wow.
professional basketball player. When he was 16, he joined the junior national team of Bulgaria, and then he played in the Bulgarian National Basketball Association, and he collaborated with Yanita Yancheva on a YouTube video called Lazar Angelov and Yanita Beauty and the Beast Workout. I think you need to go look for that. Yes, and you've got one more. Who have you got?
Sebastian K22. It's a he. He's 25, and I looked up him, and he looks younger than 25. He's got 7 million plus fans and 271 million plus likes.
How many likes?
271 million plus.
271 million. Okay, well, they could have stopped at 271, but the plus is important.
Yeah.
Okay.
And he does short form content, which is kind of interesting. Like a lot of the creators that we see just are just like kind of filming themselves and fashion, whatever. But he's actually creating some stuff and some cartoonish stuff. He posts scary and paranormal stories and point of view style sci-fi videos, which I love that kind of stuff. So maybe that's why I was attracted to it. But he also has a YouTube channel where he posts videos about true crime stories. Also a fan of those. Other scary content and animated shorts with terrifying themes.
I want to play a track for these social media. That's an appreciative laugh. That's not a mocking laugh. I don't want you to know. And now we're going to the regular laugh. There we go. See, that was combined. That worked out really, really well. Happy birthday to all of the people on our list. And let's start off with our wacky holidays. Today, Sherry, September 22nd, it's the September equinox or equinox, depending on how you want to pronounce the E. It's the first day of autumn. Let me start us off with some origins.
Isn't this
Astro,
the day when you can stand an egg on its head end
I
and it'll
think
stand up
so,
straight?
because the poles are even. Yes.
Right.
Astronomically, it's the day when the sun crosses the celestial equator heading south. The fall and spring equinoxes, and today we're in the fall one, provide Earth with almost 12 equal hours of daylight and 12 hours of darkness. So today you can, I don't know, just set your, well, we're already what at 1:40 p.m. here on the east coast of the US. So we're we're past the halfway point. So we've already done the first 12 hours daylight. When does it become daylight where you are, Sherry? You're in Pennsylvania, right?
Right now the sun comes up around 6:30 a.m.
Do you know how I know when daylight is coming?
No.
First of all, the birds outside start to tweet really, really loud.
Yes.
And second of all, there are some squirrels that are having a bowling alley on the roof of my back deck. My neighbor thinks they're wearing, she has them on her roof across the street, and she thinks that they're wearing cleats, uh, football shoes with
Yeah.
cleats. But they somehow, and there's no tree over my house like that, but they're throwing uh, nuts or balls or something from a tree
Yeah.
onto the roof over the deck. And it's a roof it's a metal roof, so you can imagine what it sounds like. But between 6:57 and 7:15, almost every morning, I hear bang, bang, bang. And that's how I know daylight is coming. So
That is funny.
it's a little scary till you get used to it. So you've got the next one. Tell us more.
And let's see. Do I have from the time of the
Yes.
Druid?
Hmm.
The fall equinox signaled the end of the harvest.
Ah.
So autumn lasts until winter solstice, and now Bonnie D will start the global best fall colors list.
I have a little world tour. I'm sorry, I put that in. I thought you'd love that. We have a
Ba-dum-ba-dum.
list of the best leaves around the. So we've got the equinox and the equinox, and we've got the solstice and the solstice. So we have the winter and fall equinox, and we have the spring, the summer and winter solstices. Okay, so equinox. You need to write a script about that, solstices and equinoxes.
Yeah, that's a good one. I'll jot that down.
And
Yeah.
what's the plural of equinox? I don't know how you equinoxes, equini? I don't know. Okay. If you happen to be in the vicinity of Kyoto, Japan, Tofukuji, A large 13th century Zen temple in southeastern Kyoto is famous for spectacular autumn
Oh,
colors. The Sutenkyo Bridge spans a valley of lush maple trees. The average November 15th,
really?
so this is going, yes, temperature is around in our Fahrenheit is 62 degrees Fahrenheit. That's beautiful. That's
That
beautiful.
sounds wonderful.
Why don't you take us home to New England, Sherry?
New England, late September brings a burst of colors throughout Maine and New Hampshire, also Pennsylvania. Things move south by late October with the best views and hues in Connecticut, Massachusetts, and Rhode Island. The average October 15th high temperature, you got this from Bartlett, New Hampshire, is
Yes.
58 degrees Fahrenheit.
Very pleasant, very pleasant, but
Yeah.
needs a little heat at night. If we happen to be on a plane jetting over to Iceland, September and October, and we're just about at the end of September, so there's time, have gorgeous autumn colors, the first snow, what? And even the northern lights. In Reykjavik, on October 10th, the high temperature has been clocked at 42 degrees Fahrenheit, so you would need a jacket. You need a coat, right?
Yeah, I have not been there. It's on my bucket list.
Okay, go.
Chicago, not on my bucket list anymore. Joy Morton envisioned a great outdoor museum of trees when he established the Morton Arboretum in 1922. It's a
Arboretum, arboretum.
arboretum.
Yeah.
At Arboretum, it's a 1,700-acre autumn paradise 30 miles west of downtown. The average November 1 high temperature in Chicago is 56 degrees Fahrenheit.
So
I've
that's
been to Chicago so many times, I've not seen that.
Yeah, I need to go. And that's about the same temperature as New England, which was Bartlett, New Hampshire,
Yeah.
58, and Chicago, 56. Let's go now up, head north to Canada, Ontario. Colorful, red maple, yellow poplar, white birch. It sounds like a painting. Try an aerial or rail tour for more spectacular views in Ottawa. The temperature, high temperature on November 1st, has been clocked at 50 degrees Fahrenheit, just a little bit cooler than Chicago. And you've got one more.
Bavaria, Germany. Take me there. Autumn fairs and festivals throughout the season. One of the many pilgrim paths that run through Bavaria is the King Ludwig Trail. The average November 1 high temperature in Nuremberg is 49 degrees Fahrenheit. Also not bad.
We're
I could
inching
be
down
there.
a little bit. Yeah. Do you still have the heat on, the air conditioning on in your house, or have you
I
gone to
do.
heat?
I do because it gets very humid during the day.
Me too. Me too. We've had a terribly hot summer here. I'm in Tennessee, Eastern Tennessee, and I've lost about 40% of the grass on my lawn despite irrigation. I've lost a maple tree.
Too.
I've lost all of my begonias. I've lost part of my hibiscus trees. Nothing could take the consecutive weeks of no rain heat, even with the irrigation. But let's go on to something that is going to relieve the stress. Today is World Reflexology Week, not just the day. I gotta go call a massage therapist, see if I get a reflexology. The origins of reflexology, if you haven't not heard of it, trace back to ancient civilizations, including Egypt, China, and India. In ancient Egypt, and we'll take you through some of these, hieroglyphics on the Egyptian tomb of Ankh-Amor in 2330 BC show practitioners using foot massage techniques to treat ailments. So, okay, you have a cold. Okay, you've got a blister. Okay, you've got a sore throat. Okay, you've got a hacking cough. We're going to massage your feet. Okay, Sherry.
Yeah, it's supposed to be really good. And I do like my feet massaged.
I
So
do too.
I'm
Okay.
in. Ancient China, the traditional Chinese medicine, TCM, includes a form of foot and hand massage known as Zulia and Shulao. Reflexology symbols are thought to be recorded on the feet of statues of Buddha in India and later China. That's interesting. This practice is believed to be related to reflexology.
Interesting. And let's go over to ancient India. A technique called Padabhyanga is described in ancient Indian Ayurvedic texts. It involves massaging the feet and the toes to stimulate specific organs and systems. And this is the whole point of reflexology, is that parts of the foot, the I guess up to the
Yeah.
ankle and the toes, the bottom, the top, the sides of the foot, all of the foot relate to specific organs within the body. So by massaging them a certain way, you can relieve disease, you can relieve pain in those organs in the rest of the body. So why don't you take us into modern era, Sherry?
In the early 20th century, American physician Dr. William H. Fitzgerald developed the theory of zone therapy, which divides the body into 10 longitudinal zones. He found that the application of pressure to a zone that corresponded to the location of the injury could serve as relief of pain during minor surgeries.
Hmm.
In 1917, he and Dr. Edwin Bowers co-authored the book Zone Therapy, or Relieving Pain in the Home, which shows the body divided into 10 zones. Very interesting.
Interesting. And 2 years later, in 1919, Dr. Joe Shelby Riley, that's a lot of names, sounds like a country western song, president of the, I'm sorry, sir, I didn't mean to disrespect, president of the National University of Therapeutics in Washington, D.C., published his own book, Zone Therapy, Simplified. Sounds like he thought theirs was a little complex. And he
Zone
added
Therapy for Dummies.
And he added 8 extra horizontal zones to the 10 longitudinal zones that doctors Fitzgerald and Bowers. And in 1924, 5 years later, he published his book, Zone Reflex. Interesting.
How is that simplified if you added 8 zones?
Maybe because there's more specific relationship to parts of the body. So it's
Oh,
not,
okay.
if you push this point on the foot, it's the whole liver, or if it's the whole digestive system. Maybe it was more targeted. That's my guess. I
I
can't ask him because they're long
have
gone.
to read the book.
Yeah, I think so.
In the 1930s, Eunice Ingham, a physiotherapist who worked for Dr. Riley, researched zone therapy's pressure points and found the feet to be the most sensitive and responsive. She developed the foot maps and reflexology charts that are in use today and introduced reflexology practices to the non-medical community. She
Ah.
published Stories That Feet Can Tell.
Now,
Mm,
see, this was a woman who worked for Dr. Riley, and
right.
she learned so much and saw so much that I love the title of her book, Story the Feet Can Tell, Stories the Feet Can Tell.
Yeah.
So, yay, Eunice. And let's do one more. Let's bring it all the way up to 1957, which is already 40, 65, 70 years ago from now. Dr. Paul Nogier, Nogier, recorded a reflex map of points on the outer ear. This is new.
That's
I've never heard of this.
interesting.
I've never had anybody massage my ears. Let's leave that one alone. His work has been expanded by Oleson and Flacco. I assume these are therapists, and is now being taught as part of an integrated approach to the reflexology of the hand, the ear, and the foot. Sherry, I think we've done a really, really great job here. Let's get
We
applause
have,
here.
but now I want to put reflex treatment.
I do too. I do too. I've been meaning to call somebody and schedule a massage, but I have to find out if she does reflexology. I've had it done in various places, and it's divine. So on that
Yeah.
note, let's go. Now that our feet feel better, let's dance ourselves out. Thank you, Sherry. Wonderful to see you.
You too, Bonnie.
Thank you. We're all dressed up. Look at us. Party time.
Happy birthday, it's your
It's
day.
your day. Somebody's
Celebrating
celebrating.
you in a
Special way. Always.
Shine,
Shine.
laugh and smile.
Smile.
We're celebrating you in style.
Ba, ba, ba. Let's give the organ.